first, easy. If you had one message for viewers, what would it be?
Be prepared. Have a plan in place. Get those supplies that you know you're going to need, water, non-perishable goods, medication that you may need, and always keep in mind and remember about your pets. If you have to evacuate, know what evacuation zone you live in. Have a plan in place. Okay, you have to evacuate. Where are you going? And again, I can't say it enough. Please don't forget about your pets.
Speaking of pets, so say people do leave behind their pets. Where we've got evacuations going on, they leave their pets behind. Is there any repercussion for them?
Leaving your pets behind is not a crime per se, unless it reaches to some type of egregious level. If you left them behind and they drowned, they starved to death, now you're talking about serious ramification and criminal repercussions. But just leaving them behind and nothing happening to them, and they're fed, they're watered, they're not dehydrated, that's a difficult one. I think it's better to encourage individuals. I don't know if it's so dangerous that you have to leave. Why would you leave your loved one, that pet, behind?
So I know you guys have your new trucks and everything that can go out when there's debris everywhere. So if somebody were to call and say, hey, me and my pet are trapped, is there any way that you guys can help me? Are you going to be able to put your deputies out in the middle of the storm to go help those people?
And there's a lot of variables that play into whether we'll respond or we won't respond. If the winds are sustained more than 40 miles per hour, we encourage our deputies not to respond. Hillsborough County Fire Rescue first responders, they will suspend services. In the last storm, we were able to go out. We were able to save a few individuals. We didn't force the deputies to do it. They did it voluntarily. In the same regard, unfortunately, there was an individual that we weren't able to save. She was on oxygen. Her family knew it. They didn't heed the warning to take her to a special needs facility, and she ended up passing away. We couldn't get her that treatment she needed fast enough.
Okay, so for the deputies that are willing to put their life at risk to go help someone else, as a sheriff, I'm guessing that makes you feel really good that your team cares enough about its community?
I agree. There's not a day that passes that I'm not proud of the 3,500 men and women that work for the sheriff's office and how selfless they are. I'm always proud of them.
Okay. So say we're being told to evacuate, things get worse, and people choose not to evacuate. What are their options as far as your department?
If you're asked to evacuate, you're in that zone and you're asked to evacuate and you don't, you just have to realize that you're doing it at your own risk, maybe your own peril. So we always discourage individuals from ignoring all the hard work that our county leaders put into making a decision if it's time to evacuate. So I would again ask individuals, heed those warnings. The life you save may be your own. I knew you were looking for that sound bite.
You're great at those sound bites.
Or whenever she shakes, because she's like, okay, okay, and then she shakes her head, yes. I'm like, okay, we're getting it, we're getting it.
Okay, so for those people who are maybe in flood zones or who live in mobile homes, some places that aren't as equipped to handle heavy winds, rains, and they choose not to evacuate, what would be your message to them? Are you putting other people's lives at risk?
That's a great message. If you live in a flood zone, in a mobile home, where there's some type of special circumstance that would create some difficulty, make a situation even more dangerous if the storm decides to come to the Tampa Bay area, you're putting everyone's life at risk to save yours.